Imagine carrying gold across the most dangerous empire in history, deserts, mountains, ruins of cities that no longer exist, and you arrive untouched. That was the Mongol Empire. The most feared force in human history was also one of the safest places to travel. That's not a coincidence. That's a system. Why does fear work so well? Why do people obey even when they hate the one in power? And more importantly, how long can that last? History has been asking this question for centuries, but one man gave an answer that most people still avoid. His name was Niccolò Machiavelli, and he said something deeply uncomfortable. If you cannot be both feared and loved, choose fear, because love is unstable. It depends on loyalty, emotion, trust. And people break those things when it benefits them. But fear stays. Fear doesn't negotiate. Centuries before Machiavelli wrote that, someone was already proving it. Genghis Khan. He didn't lead through kindness. He didn't inspire through love. He made disobedience impossible. Betrayal wasn't punished. It was erased. Entire families gone, not out of anger, but as a message. But here's what most people don't understand. The Mongols didn't just destroy, they organized, they built something new. Cities that surrendered survived. They flourished, trade expanded. The Silk Road carried more than goods, it carried power. This was the Pax Mongolica, a peace built on a graveyard. Fear created stability, and stability created power. And for a while, it worked perfectly. That's the problem. The empire grew faster than anything the world had ever seen, and that's what makes this dangerous. Because systems like this don't break immediately, but fear has a limit, and a system built on terror eventually stops working. After Genghis Khan died, his successors kept the violence, but lost the logic. And eventually, that limit was crossed. In 1258, the Mongols reached Baghdad, one of the greatest cities in the world, a center of knowledge, trade, and medicine. The city had already agreed to negotiate. They destroyed it anyway. That wasn't strategy. That was cruelty without purpose. And cruelty without purpose doesn't create fear. It creates something else, hatred. The empire didn't just divide, it fractured. 4 rival powers fighting each other, not conquered from the outside, eaten from within. This pattern repeats again and again. First, fear creates order. Then order creates power. Then power loses restraint. And finally, everything breaks. Different empires, different centuries, same outcome. So, was Machiavelli right? Yes, fear works, but only for a time. Because every system built on fear eventually turns against itself. The Mongol Empire wasn't destroyed by a stronger enemy, it was destroyed by a question. The same question every person under every system eventually asks: is obeying this still worth it? Look around, in companies, in governments, in relationships. Anywhere power exists, that question is always there, waiting for its moment.